We found out a while ago that Bad Boys 4 was indeed going to happen. It was going to be, now there was some speculation after The Slap that maybe Sony might pull the plug on Bad Boys 4. They certainly delayed it a little bit, but we found out Will Smith, Martin Lawrence put that video up, making it official. We're doing Bad Boys 4. So listen, I'm also not a big Bad Boys guy. I appreciated the first two films, not like Blade Runner. I appreciate the first two films. They're not like the all-time classics to me that they are to some people, but I enjoyed them. But I'll tell you what, I really like Bad Boys 3. I had a really good time with Bad Boys 3. And so I'm curious to see what they do with 4. Well, things are moving along because they're pulling a little bit of a Fast and Furious where they're reaching out and pulling in cast members from older movies. Because according to reports now, Vanessa Hudgens has been brought on board. She is coming back to reprise her role from the previous film to come in and join the cast. This comes just from folks over at Joe Blow, who write the following. Bad Boys 4 is pulling out all the stops by inviting fan favorite characters back to the franchise for another action-packed thrill ride. According to Deadline, Vanessa Hudgens will reprise her role as Kelly in the sequel starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. And Martin confirmed, as they confirmed Bad Boys 4 is happening via an enthusiastic Instagram post in January. Bad Boys 4 is already in pre-production at Sony Pictures with Bad Boys for Life directors Adil El Arbi. These are the guys who did Ms. Marvel. They're fantastic. Bilal Falah returning to shoot the sequel. Plot details remain a mystery. However, Chris Bremner, the man from Toronto, The Wedding Ringer, Bad Boys for Life, wrote the script and cameras will roll in the coming months. So they're already well into pre-production on this. I like this news. And I'll tell you why. Because I really like Vanessa Hudgens. Now, I was never a High School Musical person. That's where she was from, right?
Yes.
High School Musical. Never watched High School Musical. So
shocking.
Right? You'd think it was right. You'd figure I was the demographic.
I mean, if you didn't like Blade Runner.
Yeah, I mean, so it goes to good figures. I've never seen that. But I mean, she has very quietly sustained a B-list kind of active career. I mean, she was recently in Tick, Tick, Boom.
And she's so good in it.
She was a scene stealer in Tick, Tick, Boom. Like those scenes she did with the musical numbers she did with Andrew Garfield were maybe the highlights of the movie. I mean, she was fantastic in that. She was in that Mads Mikkelsen movie 2 years ago, Polar. Do you remember that where Mads Mikkelsen plays like, it's kind of like a John Wick sort of character. He was a world-renowned hitman, went out, and now they're trying to knock him off after he's been in retirement.
Right.
And so she was in that. Nobody watched Polar, but I really quite liked it. So she was in that. But whenever I think of Vanessa Hudgens, I will not think of High School Musical. I will not think of Bad Boys. I will not think of any of that.
Oh, this is like Dr. Seuss.
My mind, I will not eat green eggs and ham. My mind immediately goes to I believe it was an NBC show she did called Powerless.
Powerless. It was so good.
Nobody watched it.
It was great.
Somebody did.
I loved it.
Nobody liked it.
Somebody
And
did.
I loved it. Now, for those of you who don't know what the premise of Powerless was, it was great. So in the world of DC, anybody who knows the comic books knows that in the world of DC, you've got this big science company called Star Labs, right? Well, Powerless imagines the world of DC, but there's a competing company to Star Labs. And that competing company is run by Bruce Wayne's idiot younger cousin, Van Wayne, played brilliantly by the magnificent Andy Tudek. And anyway, Powerless is this group of people who work at this company. None of them have powers, and they just create gadgets and things to protect people from super beings and to supply to some superheroes when they need it. It's kind of like The Office in a way. It's not a documentary style, but think of a narrative The Office, and I thought it was delightful. I really like it, and she was the lead of the show. And one of my favorite episodes was she realized, like, she started dating a guy and she realized the guy she was dating was one of the Riddler's henchmen. And it's like, well, it's that henchman life. Anyway, and nobody watched it. Nobody liked it. And I don't get it because I thought that show was delightful. So anything that brings her onto more TV. By the way, was that her on the red carpet of the Oscars?
She was doing the interviews with Ashley Graham.
Yeah, that was very different. I didn't expect to see her on that. Anyway, so I'm thrilled to see her in any more stuff. Anyway, Chris, You heard about this. Vanessa's returning to Bad Boys. What do you think?
I mean, I freaking love her so much because Powerless was great. Alan Tudyk is perfect. Ron Funches was in that show, and it was so good.
That was my first exposure to him, really, and I
He's
loved him in that.
Great. Oh my gosh. You gotta listen to some of his stand-up, especially his parrot stuff. It's great. As you all know, I am embarrassingly not someone who has seen any of the Bad Boys franchise, and I think about Hot Fuzz every single time, where it's just, you haven't seen Bad Boys 2? I haven't seen any of them. So I need to do a day where I just kind of binge all of these, because I always hear about how great and fun they are, and I really like this cast, so I need to check it out.
And by the way, it is true. I think, legally obligated to say I love Vanessa Hudgens because she is Filipino. So there's a little bit of that bias I have to have in there. But I think, look at her. She's beautiful. She's talented. I love her. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Vanessa's coming back to Bad Boys. Are you looking forward to this? Did maybe the slap leave a bad taste in your mouth? No pun intended. And maybe you're not looking forward to Bad Boys. Maybe you didn't like the third one. I certainly did. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Manscaped. Breaking news, Manscaped now sells beard products. That's right, they are once again revolutionizing men's grooming with the brand new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Now you can finally use Manscaped products to make your drapes match your carpet by going to manscaped.com and using the code Campea for 20% off and free shipping. It all starts with the Beard Hedger. This thing is a juggernaut of fixing faces. First off, this cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel that gives you 20 hair cutting lengths, all with one guard. So no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. You also get the beard shampoo and conditioner. Because guys, you gotta remember that all of your hair is different. Your beard hair is more coarse and easier to damage than the hair on your head. Next, the kit has Manscaped's beard oil. The oil relieves dryness both on the beard and the skin beneath. You then cap it off with the Beard Balm that shapes, styles, moisturizes, and tames for a sculpted look. The Pro Beard Kit also comes with 3 special gifts: a beard brush, comb, and scissors to ensure your beard is ready to impress. With a nice beard, your face is perfectly groomed, right? Wrong. You need to keep an eye out for those tough-to-trim ear and nose hairs. The brand new Weed Whacker 2.0 offers improved blades and skin-safe technology with a no-tugging guarantee. It's never been so painless to mind your manholes. And now that you have your face looking great, you must try Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0 for the full-body grooming experience. And good news, the Performance Package 4.0 now comes with the Weed Whacker 2.0 and all of the other below-the-waist grooming products that Manscaped is known for. Your significant other will be delighted to see you covering all bases, if you know what I mean. So get 20% off and free shipping with the code Campea at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code Campea. Manscaped Beard Hedger, 1 stroke, 1 guard, 20 lengths.